Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to manage some of the settings in your Google Meet that will make it easier for you to have less distractions, see your teacher's presentation better, all of those things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to disable my grid view. So if you have this icon up here, you're going to make sure that you click on it to put a line through it, and then you can see my boxes changed on my Google Meet so that you can see that my grid view is off. So I know that the line is out, and then my boxes have changed, so I know that the grid view is off. So I'm going to go here to my three dots, and I'm going to go to change layout. And in my change layout, oftentimes students will have it or teachers will have it at tiled. And I want you to start considering other options. So Spotlight will give you the ability to just have one thing on the screen. If there's a presentation, it will always be the presentation. I'll show you that now. You can see that in my presentation, as a teacher, it only shows that I'm presenting to everyone. It doesn't show that what it actually is presenting. But if I use Spotlight, it will show just the presentation, nobody around it. If I change the layout to Sidebar, this is quickly becoming one of my favorites. I can change the layout to Sidebar. I can see my presentation big, and then I can see maybe up to 4 people on the side here. So you can see the person who's talking and maybe a couple other people here. I really like this one when there's very minimal classroom conversation going on, because then it's focused on the presentation, it's focused on the teacher, and then it will allow whoever else is speaking to pop up on this sidebar, but no one else. Oftentimes we see that students have chosen tiled view. And tiled view is great. You can change the number of people that are in your meet, depending on how many people are in your class. Tiled view is great for a lot of reasons, especially when you're having a class discussion or your morning meeting. Tiled view is definitely the place that you want to have the setting you want your students to have. However, when they're in tiled view, it is often very distracting. So using one of those other views, either Spotlight view or Sidebar view, will be helpful in those situations. If you're in a meet, however, and you're in tiled view, and I'm going to stop presenting here for a minute so that you can just see the people in the tiled view. If you hover over a participant's face, you have these options here. So I can take myself in and out of the meet way up here. I can click and say, nope, I don't want to be in the meet anymore. Or I can click and say, yep, show me in a tile. So that's students who maybe don't want to see themselves or are uncomfortable looking at themselves. That's a great option to have, as well as the ability to pin. So let's say you're in the middle of a discussion and you all of a sudden are like, okay, I want all my students to look at me. Maybe you're grabbing a support. I'd like to find my pin support, but let's see here. All right. Maybe you're grabbing a pin. You say, okay, I want my students to pin themselves, pin me, and you want to use this as a resource. So you can hover over the picture that you want to pin and click on the push pin, and it will make that picture big. It will stay like that until the student decides to undo it. Now, these are not settings that you can set. These are settings that your students will set for themselves, but they're important that you teach them how to use them. You are welcome to use this video if that's helpful. I'm also happy to come in and do a lesson with your students and teach them how to do that, or you can do that yourself. I hope that this helps in giving you some other options. Again, we want to be teaching students about the Spotlight, the Sidebar, and how to pin so that they can become less distracted when they are in Google Meets. Have a great day.